I think asphalt is one of those products that a lot of people don't understand.
For more than 60 years, Flint Hills Resources has been in the business of producing the fuels that power everyday life and your daily commute. But do you really know how Flint Hills Resources makes that commute possible? Join us as we take a road trip to Rosemount, Minnesota to see how the company's Pine Bend Refinery is leading the way in asphalt production.
When you're aware of it, you can see it on top of your house, you can see it on the road you drive on, you can see it underneath the stadiums that your favorite teams play on.
People think that asphalt is just what's left over at the end of a barrel of crude, and then it ends up on the roadway. There's so much time, engineering, and science that has gone into adding polymers and emulsions.
When we run emulsion testing, there are three primary tests: are viscosity, sieve, and residue testing. Those tests, they're beneficial because the results that we get are an indicator on how it's going to perform for the customer on the road.
Here we are at a hot mix asphalt plant, where they combine the rocks and sand with the liquid asphalt to become the pavement we drive on. This is the cold feed bins, where the sand and stone is separated by size and proportioned into the mix in specific ingredients, like baking a cake, with a tablespoon of this and a cup of that. Heads up the conveyor and becomes the pavement we drive on.
Polymers and emulsions help make America's roadways stronger and more durable. Flint Hills has dedicated polymer and emulsion plants that take liquid asphalt and modify it to meet the needs of the company's asphalt customers, whether the project calls for new roads or fixing existing ones.
Here at Pine Bend, we refine about 350,000 barrels a day of crude oil, primarily from Canada and North Dakota. We also make about 25,000 barrels a day of asphalt.
Here's how asphalt is made. Through the distillation process, crude oil is heated and separated into different products based on their boiling points. Lighter products, such as gasoline and diesel, rise to the top, while heavier products remain at the bottom. Asphalt is made from the heavy oil at the bottom. This is just one part of the refining process at Pine Bend.
Pine Bend produces 10% of the asphalt demand in the United States, and we are centrally located. And so our asphalt is demanded all across the United States. 96% of the roadways in the U.S. are paved with asphalt for good reason. I mean, it's safe, it's durable, it's fast to pave. We can take product in and we can polymer and modify it, and then we can also emulsify it. And emulsification makes basically maintenance products for asphalt.
Using an emulsion or a polymerized emulsion can really help increase the lifespan of a roadway. We can take a very soft asphalt and we can add the elastic properties that we need through polymer and then create an extremely strong and robust roadway, even in an area where it gets down to negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit. The aggregate enters the drum here, which is like an oven, which heats and dries the aggregate before it's mixed with liquid asphalt to become pavement. Polymer is essentially melted into the asphalt, and then for a polymer emulsion, we're actually using that asphalt that already has polymer in it and essentially combining it with water. It's like a chocolate milk-like substance, and as you spray it on the road, that water evaporates, the rock hits it, and it turns back into asphalt, so a black liquid that's essentially gluing all those chips down to the roadway and making a great driving surface. A great way to look at it is it really helps the chips stay on the road and stuck to the asphalt and not end up in your windshield.
Much of the engineering and science that goes into making asphalt takes place in our labs, where scientists test attributes like viscosity, density, and durability to fine-tune Flint Hills asphalt products for better performance and longevity. From the lab, these scientists are helping shape the future of road construction.
This lab here in Rosemount, Minnesota is the primary testing facility. We do a significant amount of testing that goes over and beyond what the requirements are.
We test above and beyond the minimum expectations that we have outlined in our quality control plans.
And those quality control plans will detail how we will sample, how often we will sample, what tests we'll perform on those samples, and then the specification limits for those samples.
We're continually trying to innovate and evaluate different materials that we can use to better improve the quality of our products, the economics, or better serve our customers' needs.
At the Pine Bend Refinery, the goal is to make the highest quality products that will result in the longer lasting roads.
The testing we perform in the lab provides a quality product that keeps people safe.
All that science is put to the test where the rubber meets the road. By working closely with its partners and customers and applying learnings from the lab, Flint Hills polymerized asphalt and asphalt emulsions can make all the difference for drivers out on the road. And when that new roadway has done its duty, 10 to 20 years down the line, it can be broken up, removed from the roadway, and returned to a hot mix plant where it can be reintegrated back into the asphalt making process.
The asphalt pavement is recycled with a milling machine. They go out and they mill the top 1, 2, 3 inches of pavement off. They bring it back to the hot mix plant that you see behind me, put it into a stockpile. It's then integrated as part of the new asphalt pavement that they make.
Almost 100 million tons of asphalt get recycled each year. So in the upper Midwest where we are, every new roadway that you drive on, roughly 20 to 30% of that started life as an old roadway. Really helps keep the costs down. It's also just the right thing to do. We can take all this material and save it from being wasted in a landfill somewhere, and we can recycle it into a new roadway.
Through innovation, science, and a commitment to stewardship, Flint Hills Resources is creating stronger and more durable asphalt roadways. And with new advancements in asphalt technology, the refinery is ready to adapt, paving the way forward for generations to come.